We live in a very unpredictable world, don't we? That's why you exist. You sell policies so that people can be prepared for what I call a what-if moment. And in November 2017, we as a family in our home in Douglasdale in Johannesburg were the victims of a home invasion. An armed home invasion in which my husband took a single bullet to the heart. He was murdered. 6 minutes that changed our lives forever. And time was divided into 2 parts. Before this and after this. And nothing would ever be the same again. What I've been through with the loss of my husband is a classic what-if moment. It's your worst nightmare come true. The same could be from a freak car accident or somebody getting a dread disease. These are all what-if moments. They come in many shapes, sizes, and guises. But how prepared are your clients for a what-if moment? If it's not traumatic, we don't acknowledge that it's a loss, but it is a loss all the same. When clients are in shock, and I tell you this because I really, really need you to be more empathetic and more compassionate with clients when they've experienced shock and loss, because I know that there were so many parts of my journey where it was simply just awful, that there was no empathy whatsoever. Your clients will be mentally processing much slower than normal because their brains have been hit like it feels like you've been through a plate glass window. I'll never forget my estate attorney coming to see me, and she's yakking on in legalese, as they do, because that's her comfort zone. And my brain is processing slowly. She's on minute 20, and I'm only on minute 5. And I have to stop her, and I have to say, can you please slow down and explain what you said 15 minutes ago? Because I am lost. I am so lost. And it's the same with financial stuff as well. Slow down and make sure your client is actually with you. And if they suffered really traumatic loss, like I did, suggest they might like to have a friend or colleague with them who can be the second brain in the room, a memory, because my memory wasn't good. Please empathize with where they find themselves and empower them. We don't want to be treated as victims. We want to be supported, but we don't want to be treated as victims. So what can you, as a broker or financial advisor, do? Because remember, you're part of the team who's helping with any kind of claim, the processing of the paper, the policies, the money. The object of this presentation is to give you that window into what grief, loss, shock, and trauma looks like and feels like, so that you are better prepared to support your clients should they find themselves on this journey. So what might they be experiencing? Well, the first thing that happened to me was my RAM, my processing power in my brain dropped right down to 20 to 30%. Post-traumatic stress disorder. Sure, that can hit at any time, and there were 3 of us left in our family of 4. And each one of us has been on a very distinctly different journey with our trauma, our loss, and grief. Our timelines have been completely different. What happened to my finances? Because this is where you really sit. So let's go into each of these claims to give you an idea of what it felt like and how you can actually be of more help to your clients. So life insurance. Personal life payouts are bittersweet for your clients because you sit there with this amount that gets deposited in your bank account and you go, this for a life? Is this a fair trade? Then the short-term insurance claim. This is replacement of things. It helps to soothe the violation, whether it's a cell phone, a handbag, a bicycle, a car, or a house. This is your opportunity to help your clients feel supported. Check in how much support they need. Depending on the level of trauma, they will need more or less of your help. The products that you sell actually help your clients to navigate what I call the shadow lands, the dark spaces of our lives. But if you sell good products that are going to provide the right kind of cover, you are selling peace of mind, and that is priceless. But you first have to add the value. in order for them to trust you and to trust you with their money. So I go back to saying relationship, relationship, relationship. Help people not to feel invisible in a sea of money, contracts, and bureaucracy. Make it as easy as possible. And finally, I want you to hold your client's hand, because endings are new beginnings. You are a brand of one. People will give you their business because of who you are and how you show up in the world, how trustworthy you are, what your product knowledge is like, what the nature of the relationship is that you have with your clients. So what are people saying about you? What are they saying about you? You need to know that so that you know how you're being perceived, because you have the potential to make an impact in people's lives and to change lives and make the world a better place. And so with that, I want to just remind you that your power, our power, lies in the choices that we make every single day. We may not be able to control everything out there, but we can control what happens in here. And so we get to choose whether we are going to be buried as a victim of circumstance or whether we are going to be broken open and planted like a seed. My wish for you, may your curiosity always be way stronger than your fear. Thank you very much.